The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, welcome in. This is the 2025 New Year's edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., here with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. Every episode, we dive into captivating conversations with Syracuse's movers and shakers, business owners, top executives, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, and more. We dive into inspiring business journeys and find out why they've chosen to do business right here in Central New York. And then we get a sneak peek at the bold vision shaping their future. We shine the light on the people and businesses turning Syracuse into an amazing hub for work, life, and opportunity. We are broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement. And you can see us on YouTube, so just look up Zoe Advertising.
That was quite the word salad, Tom, but it was like a really tasty salad. I like the way you did that. There's a lot of things there to chew on.
Sure. It's an interesting show, and you're an interesting person.
Well,
let's hope people...
You can laugh with me, not at me, but thank you.
Keep tuning in to see Steve and see what he's going to say next and hear what he's going to say.
Steve doesn't know.
I don't even know. Yeah. Well, that's good. So your ball dropped, and that's good because you saw the ball when it was up in the air.
I did. And as a kid, I always thought it was like bigger, but it's New York City, so even though it's huge, it's up there. But I would rather it just go 3, 2, 1 and drop fast. The whole slow thing just doesn't do it for me. I think they should just like boom and drop it, but that's just me.
Yeah,
but we were there and not screaming with the fools. Sure. No, I want to do that. But we were there a few weeks ago and got the context and didn't do that.
My daughter was there early in the week too. She was there like on the Monday and. She went over to see the NHL store because she's a big hockey fan. Okay. So they got a huge NHL store there in Midtown. So.
Where you can pay twice the list price for everything. Yes.
I don't know why she had to go there, but her and her boyfriend went because he's from Long Island, of course. A riveting show all set for you. Dr. Nicole Anzalone with us right now. How are you, Doctor?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Tom?
Good. For people who don't know, I'm going to tell them now that you were in neuroscience when you went to college here at Syracuse University, right?
Yeah, I have a master's in neuroscience.
Wow. And how did neuroscience lead to audiology?
Oh, it's very related.
Is it? How is that related?
So, I studied all the senses. So I worked at the Institute for Sensory Research that used to be at Syracuse University.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, for years and years and years. It was founded by Dr. Swislocki, who was my advisor.
Okay.
Dr. Swislocki. You know him, Tom. Sorry.
It could have been a female. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, he worked for the Nobel Prize winning Dr. von Bekeschi.
Oh, of course.
Yes, the cochlear mechanics of the inner ear. Yeah.
Yes.
So I used to do a lot of research up there on all the senses, not just hearing, but his hearing.
That's interesting because Steve has no sense. So that's very good. A little
Come on, I sense the Swacky, okay?
A yin and a yang there. So when I was going to school there, would I have been able to participate in anything? Like, did you guys take students to, participate?
Yeah, we had a lot of student volunteers to be
cool.
subjects in all the research and study like the mechanics of the skin, how the skin moves and vibrates. Actually, they were coming up with... they were working with Gillette on skin mechanics and the feeling of shaving.
The razor, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so they were doing a lot up there, looking at 3D vision and how we analyze and how do we see in 3D, which was really cool, and coming up with different types of goggles that mimic 3 dimensions.
So you studied all the senses and then went, I'm going to focus on hearing. Is that what happened?
I loved hearing. I love ears. So I just, I started working with cochlear implant patients up there when we were developing some research systems for cochlear implants, and their stories really touched me, like not being able to communicate with family members and friends and just being able to restore their hearing, restore their lives. So
those videos make me tear to this day, where someone couldn't hear at all. Yeah. And then they hook them up, even as whatever they're doing or how they're doing it, or especially a kid, and you see the lights come on and they can hear. That just tears me up.
Yeah, I love how you said that. The lights come on, and that's really what it's like to regain your hearing. It's like it just brings a whole new aspect of life back to you and restores your life. And that's why I love what I do. You're really bringing the lights on to lots of people, and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So what happens to people as they get older? What starts to diminish in the way of hearing? Is it high-end noises, low-end noises? What goes on? It's
typically high frequencies. So parts of the ear get more wear and tear than other parts of the ear. Typically, the part of the ear that analyzes the high frequency range, so our treble. But some people get a low-frequency hearing loss, too. It really depends. Noise affects higher frequencies as well, so the higher pitch. So that's why more people have high-pitched hearing loss.
When do people come and see you? Is it something that happens to them, or is it a proactive thing where after the age of 40, people start to go to an audiologist?
Well, I really think it is a good idea to come in for a screening, a hearing screening at the age of 40 and older, because you're more prone to that wear and tear of the ear. But definitely come in if you're experiencing tinnitus or ringing in the ears, buzzing, if you're experiencing fullness on one side. Some people don't even recognize they have much of a problem, except they can't hear in background noise. So whenever you're experiencing those things, or your family's, yelling at you because you can't hear them, it's definitely time to do something about it.
So explain the whole selective hearing among married couples. Explain this to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. So a lot of people don't realize they have hearing loss, but their family members notice first. And they get frustrated because they take it as you're not listening, you're not hearing, you're misunderstanding what they're saying. And a lot of times it's a real, genuine hearing loss that's the issue. So it's definitely a good idea to get that checked out.
And you have, I'll say it's invisible. You have a hearing aid that goes down in the ear and works on your phone. Is that right?
Yeah. So hearing aids are getting smaller and smaller now, and they could fit all these components like Bluetooth, so you could connect to your phone and stay connected to people in different ways, even your televisions and different communication devices, which is really neat. And they're small, they have great technology in them, they filter out certain sounds and make it easier to hear in different situations.
So if I had a hearing aid, I could filter out Tom?
Yes.
Oh, have the Tom filter. pop it right on there, and then just like a mute button, right?
Yeah. You could mute certain sounds, and they filter out certain sounds. They pay more attention to voices. Voices are important, and music, and filter out things that may not be as important.
So you said something a few years ago, new year, new ears. I hated it, but I remembered it. It was kind of funny. So if someone wants to maybe get a test, and just, if it's time, 468-2985, they can have a conversation and see what the options are. SyracuseHearingSolutions.com. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.